Welcome, welcome. Please take your seats anywhere you'd like. Welcome. Hello, students. Go ahead and take a seat wherever you'd like, really. Of course, yes. While I prepare to read out the register and see who is present and who isn't. This is class Scream 101, right? Okay, good. Right. Mary Ann. Okay, good. Hello. Bob Cooling. Okay. Phantom Rogbart. Jack O'Lan. Jack O'Lan. Not here. Poppy Pumpkin Spice. I love that. Michael M. Jason V. Hello there, honey. You can go ahead and put that down. Yes, we won't be needing that in here now, no. Down. Good. Batty McWing. Hello there, honey. Roger Linscomb. Hello there, I knew I recognized face. Perfect. And you must be new. I remember everyone's faces from just the pre-screening, but I don't remember yours. And who might you be? And how do you spell that? Is this your first time attending this class? Okay, wonderful. So, we're all here, apart from Jack, but he's oftentimes either late or just doesn't show up at all. So, we will go ahead and start the class without them. So, welcome to Scream 101. We are all demons here, or serial, well, I wouldn't say killers precisely, but, well, yeah. But, nevertheless, we're all equal in our own right, of course, right? We're all evil. Evil. Yes, that's right. Yes. And so, this class will teach you how to just brush up your haunting skills or murdering skills in time for Halloween. Okay? Beautiful, good, wonderful. So, we will be doing many different things in this classroom, such as learning the history of Halloween. Why do we haunt? Right? Why do we do the things we do? The significance of the black cat, superstition, as well as why we carve a pumpkin, what is a jack-o'-lantern. Jack might have a few tips for us when he comes, or if he comes. Different things, the history of witches, witchcraft, and burning, mistake and such and so forth. But as for an introductory class, we take it one step at a time. Okay. So as for this class, I just want to get to know you all and just do a couple of fun activities. No, Jason, you can put the machete down. No, not that kind of fun. Okay. There will be no blood sucking in this classroom. I respectfully ask that any and all gore is taken outside of class hours. You may do whatever you please outside of class, but I do please ask you to refrain from doing something inside of the building. We don't want to be sued for anything, of course. Okay, wonderful. So now that we're all ready, we're going to be discussing a few things. Okay. First of all, how do we harness the power of scare? What do we do in this case? Yes, honey. That's right. That's right. The first thing that you do, of course, is know your own personal strengths, right? Oh, this does not work at all. Probably this one. Okay, so know your strengths. That's the first thing that you do, is get to know yourself on a personal level. What can you bring to the table? Yes, you're very strong, that's right. Maybe you could use that strength, harness it, right? Yes, Pumpkin, she can fly, that's great. So use that in order to put in a good scare on Halloween. Right. The thing that frightens human beings the most are not necessarily the supernatural or a scary serial killer. What humans are scared of the most are things that they don't have any control over and things they don't understand. Superhuman strength. Yes, that's great and grand, but we do have to be mindful and consider that in the most recent years, the humans have been going to the gym more and taking their health much more seriously. Yeah, I know. But, so superhuman strength, yeah, so it's not something that is not understood, because now we've got, people like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and so on and so forth, who are prime examples of humans with superhuman strength. So if you can find something a little bit more that gives that edge, that thing that they don't quite understand, that will truly do the trick, okay? Yes, good. So know your strengths, right? If you are, for example, a wielder of weapons with superhuman strength, see that combined, not everyone is capable of doing such a thing, right? So, yeah, of course, okay. So, what sorts of things can you do? What are your strengths? Good. I see. That's very interesting and very rare as well. can you do to entice, to sort of add that spice onto your Halloween spook dish? That's right. Yes. Element of surprise. That's right. Good. Element of surprise. Do you know in a scary movie where the music starts to change and you know what's going to happen? That adds anxiousness, of course, causes anxiety, but it doesn't surprise. There's no surprise. Suspense is great. Whenever you get the chance, do add a bit of suspense. A drop of blood, a knife just happens to be on the floor, a drawn curtain, a broken window. Add that element of suspense, but keep the surprise, that touch, that spark. Okay, good, wonderful. What else? What else? Yes, good. You remembered from last year, good. Keep them on their toes. Keep them on their toes. If you do something, anything to a human, they're going to expect it again, right? What did we learn last year? That's right. Yes. Never do the same thing twice altogether. Never do the same thing. That's right. Never do the same thing twice. Humans are rather dull and boring creatures, but they are intelligent, I'll give them that. So they'll be expecting things to happen multiple times on multiple occasions. Keep them on their toes, and they will never suspect what is going to happen next to them. That's right. Good. Very good. Wonderful. Good. Now that we've learned the 3 main focuses when scaring, and let's just go ahead and repeat them one more time, just so that we can remember them. If you'd like, you can open up your books and write down notes on everything that we're going to be doing, okay? Good. This should be the first thing in your notebook. It will be on the exam, okay? Good, wonderful, okay? So, number 1. Know your strengths. If you're good at something, utilize it. If you can fly, fly. If you can wield a weapon like no other, do so. Good, right? Okay. Know your strengths. Number 2, element of surprise. That's right. That's right. Element of surprise. Suspense is great and wonderful, but there's nothing like a good jump scare. Okay, good. That's right. Good. Number 3, keep them on their toes. Keep them on their toes. Keep them on their toes. And what does that mean? That's correct. Never do the same thing twice. Let's just go ahead and write that down in your notebooks in parentheses, just in case it happens to come up in the exam, okay? Never do the same thing twice. Never do the same thing twice. Good. I see you all taking notes. Beautiful. Okay. Good. Oh, honey, if you can't see without the mask, just go ahead and take it off. We won't judge you here. Yes, scars are beautiful. Love, scars are beautiful. Okay, good. So these are all of the notes that we'll be taking today. Just because it's the first lesson and I don't want to overcrowd you with too much information. And besides, we'll be going ahead and targeting each specific point on a later date as well. And we'll go further in depth on how you can implement these different tips and tricks and how we can apply them, okay? Wonderful. Beautiful. Good. 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 Are you all finished writing your notes? Good. Good job, honey. Good job. Good job. You're good. Good. Yes. Wonderful. Good. So now, as a little cool down activity that we're going to be doing as a class, just to get to know one another and to make friends and get to know each other as students and spit him out. Spit him out. I told you not to do that in my class, so you... I don't give second chances to anyone. Remember what I said, you may do whatever you please outside of school grounds, but I do not tolerate disobedience in my class. That's right. Good. Okay. So, where was I? Alright. As a lovely cool down activity, I've prepared for you each some pumpkins on your desk, as you can see, just so we can all get to know each other and make friendships and bonds over our love of Halloween and all things spooky. Okay, we're going to be preparing our very own jack-o'-lanterns. That's right, jack-o'-lanterns. Who can tell me the history of a jack-o'-lantern? That's correct. Wonderful. Good. Did you all hear? That's right. And the origin of the jack-o'-lantern? Yes. That's right. Yes. Irish. Irish folk do have lots of lore that surround us, which helps a little bit that they don't know the true history, of course, of the jack-o'-lantern. But that's for another date, okay? Yes. So today what I want you all to do is take your pumpkins and the carving tools in front of you. Okay. we're not going to make a mess in the classroom, is that right? Good, 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 good. So today we're going to be creating our own jack-o'-lanterns, okay? So the first step in creating your jack-o'-lantern is to outline a shape, a face shape. Now this is a funny jack-o'-lantern, of course, but you can make it as scary or as sad or as silly as you'd like, really, okay? You will not be graded on this project. This is just so that we can all get to know one another. Okay? And we can create some bonds in the classroom. Okay? Yes, he is rather wet. He's been chilling in the cafeteria freezer. Any questions? Okay. Yes. Yes, honey, you can use your knife if you'd like. Of course. So go ahead and carve out a face shape, okay? Just with the pens provided to you. Okay. Now you can either do this one of both ways. You can cut a circle over top of the jack-o'-lantern, or you can do it on the bottom side. And why do we do it at the bottom? That's right, sweetheart. Gravity. Of course. We last forever, but sadly, pumpkins deteriorate. So, by placing the hole at the bottom, it stops it from caving in very quickly. So, it'll last you a couple of days longer. Okay. So, afterwards, you want to pull out all of the innards. I'm sure you'll have fun with that. Isn't that right? Yeah. And then you will take your small cutting tool and just cut around the markings that you made. Just around. Just go all the way around the mouth and the eyes and the nose, etc., etc. Okay, good. So remember, that's right. Good. Good. And if you need my help at any point, please raise your hand, wing, claw, paw, whatever it is. Tentacle, yes, of course. You're right. Yes, tentacle as well, hoof. And I will come over and help you if you'd like. Okay. If you need any templates for your pumpkin, I've got some right here. In this bag. And if anyone needs to use the sink, is right over there. Okay, we've got an emergency sink. You never know. Last year somebody just spontaneously combusted into flames. Wasn't in this class. No, of course not. But it's always good to have something. And of course, be mindful of fingers, hooves, paws, tentacles, and other appendant, and so on and so forth. Okay, good job, everyone. I see some rather spooky faces. Yes, good, good. If if you'd like to work on one pumpkin together in pairs, that's fine too. I see it as a rather nice bonding time, okay? Yes. And I really appreciate you all for taking the time to sign up for this course. It's rather nice to know that you take your job seriously, truly, and we are both very happy and excited for you all to, of course, be a part of this school. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, good, wonderful, good job. You're all doing very, very well. Good. Do you need any help with your pumpkin? No. Let me see it. That's a good pumpkin. It's very ripe, so it's nice and orange, and you might want to put the face a little bit more upwards so that the candle doesn't show through the mouth. Right, that's probably the only tip I have, because otherwise you're doing really, really well. Good. Good job. Okay. Yes. So how was your summers? Great. Yeah. We were all waiting for autumn, weren't we? That's right. Yes. What are you doing for Christmas? Anyone? Oh, Bermuda. That's nice. Yes. We're going to Cuba. Yes. You've been there. Oh, good. Yes. We have as well. Yes. It's very lovely. I'm loving how your pumpkins are turning out so far, you guys. Very lovely. Good job. Very lovely. Good. Good. Beautiful. Good job, you guys. So for the remainder of the class, you are free to stay, work on your pumpkins, your jack-o'-lanterns, or go and freshen up your studies if you'd like. Or come up to the desk and ask me any questions that you might have for the course, what we're expecting to learn later on, anything that you might need to bring in, okay? As well as exam outline and things like that. Okay. So feel free to come up to the desk and ask me whatever questions you need answered. Okay. Otherwise, please enjoy creating your pumpkins. You are free to leave whenever you'd like. Okay. And I wish you all a very wonderful, beautiful rest of the night. Okay. And I will see you tomorrow bright and early at 1 o'clock a.m. Okay? Beautiful. Good, good, good. 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 Okay. And we will be focusing on knowing your strengths tomorrow. Okay? So we'll target each one in depth, and then we'll go on and explore other areas. Okay, good. That's right, Mike. Yeah. Good job. Okay. You're all doing fabulously. Very proud of you.